You might have not have heard about this game Once Human yet, but today I'm going to catch you up on it and explain why you need to have this game on your radar. I'll also tell you when the next beta is and how you can try to get into it. But why have already 7.7 million people pre-registered for this game? Well, the best way I can describe Once Human is The Division meets Rust meets Stranger Things. I know that sounds weird, but the enemies just aren't your normal everyday zombies. They're something more than that. They're more weird, to be honest. You got Spider Mommy Boss, or how about the Siren, which is what I imagine your uncle on Facebook was expecting to happen when 5G was initially launched. They mention how they were influenced by H.P. Lovecraft with all these characters, but it also gives me like that Pan's Labyrinth vibe to it. On December 7th, the closed beta for this game started, and anyone could download the launcher and play it. You know what else came out on December 7th? Probably one of the most controversial games in a long time, and that's The Day Before. What I was seeing happening though was people were making YouTube videos saying don't play The Day Before, it's garbage. Instead, play this new game Once Human. Then bigger streamers like King Gathalion and Co Carnage gave it a go, and they ended up really enjoying it and giving it a glowing recommendation, which then got the likes of Asmongold's attention turned onto it. And then, you know what? Because they were having so much fun, of course, the community wanted to get in on it. Before they knew it, Starry Studios had to close down the beta being open and change it to applying to get a key. And let me tell you, the Discord was in shambles. People were pleading for keys, wanting to get in because, well, it was really, really good. I don't think they knew how to handle this rise to popularity, and that's not the fault of theirs. I'm not going to knock them for it, but they had like a server capacity of about 20,000. They didn't think many people were going to play this game, and then they quickly had a pivot and changed it to 50,000 players. They had hundreds of thousands of players now requesting keys, and they ended up telling everyone, what we're going to do is we're going to give out 3,000 keys every Friday. So there were a lot of people that just ended up wanting to play but not getting a key, and it reflected onto their Discord, which turned into a gong show, which was just people screaming for keys. Where's my key? I want to play this game. Why can't I play this game? And it did get out of hand. And I know the developer didn't mean for this to happen, but I really think the FOMO people were having only helped this game more. But why does everyone want to play this game? What's so good about it? Well, the game is a sci-fi zombie survival open world sandbox MMO looter shooter with PvP and PVE, base building, character progression, weapon customization, and yes, you can fish in this game. Think about all the words I used to describe this game already, and it seems like studios can't even do 3 of these things and make a good game lately. They have been doing all of this and making a good game. The official servers are going to be about 4,000 players, so each server can do 4,000. I'm sure you're going to be able to do private servers with you and your friends, and they will be doing seasons. And yes, it is going to be free to play. It will be coming out on PC and also on mobile, and people are worried because NetEase will be doing the mobile port. Remember NetEase, the people who brought us that amazing Diablo Immortal game? That totally isn't just a walking monetization abomination. Well, the saving grace here is Starry Studios now have said multiple times there will be no pay-to-win elements in their game. And call me a sucker, but I believe them. For them to put out this good of a game already in beta, and for them to ruin it with microtransaction would just be the craziest thing I've seen in a while. And I'm not saying it's never happened, but I just can't see it. The game is slated to release in Q3 this year. They have another beta just around the corner with, I'm sure, one more before they go full release. The rumor and mumblings by people, they are thinking at the end of summer for full release. You will be chopping down trees and mining different ore to build bases in the game, and there are a ton of different customizations you can do when building. Something people like and don't like though is that the bases are in the world for you to run into. So you can be in the middle of a jungle and see a player's mansion right there. And some people really like this and some people really hated this. I liked going around the world and seeing other people's hideouts. I liked just exploring and seeing how they built theirs, what I can do. Oh, I didn't think about doing this. I'm gonna do this to mine now. But you know what? That's just me. I get if you don't like the immersiveness. Is that a word? Immersiveness. I'm gonna go with that. Being ruined because there's just houses like in a row, like you're in a cul-de-sac out of nowhere. They said they will be adding a feature for you to be able to save your bases. So if you're not the greatest at base building like me, there's going to be ways for people to share their bases with other people so you don't have to think too much. They're also adding a base you can build on wheels. It's super goofy, but it somehow I feel like fits the game aesthetic. And yes, in this picture right here, you can see that in your base, you can build a little garage and you can ride motorcycles to be able to traverse the map faster. You're also able to make turrets and traps to protect your base while you're offline. But in the latest dev blog that they just recently put out, they said a lot of feedback they got from the second beta that just ended in January were a lot of people saying that they didn't like that their house was getting attacked by AI while they were offline. So it sounds like they're going to stop this where your base is deteriorating because AI keeps attacking it. At least I would say in the PvE servers, because, well, there are going to be PvE servers and PvP servers, but there's also going to be PvP in the PvE servers, but you have to go and find it. Let me explain a little bit more about the PvP part of the game and just explain as much as I know, at least so far. So in PvE servers, there will still be PvP. You can turn this on or off anywhere you want, and you'll be put into a state that they call a chaos state. And anyone else in this chaos state can now fight you. But you have to manually turn this on yourself. It's not going to be like, oops, by mistake, you're in this chaos state. No, you actually have to really want to go into PvP to turn the state on. So there are instances though where it is automatically turned on for you though. And there's specific locations on the map that will put you into this chaos state automatically. Think of like the dark zone in The Division, where when you or your team enter, it's a free-for-all, it's automatically PvP, and you'll be notified because it's almost like a bubble around this zone. Like you'll know you're going into PvP, and I'm pretty sure there's an alert there too. There are also cool instances of this chaos state happening when you do something called retrieving echo stones. Now, what echo stones are, they're world events where a special stone drops from the sky to the ground, and when you pick these up and take them back to your hideout, you'll automatically be put into a chaos state. So anyone can grab the stone from you and attack you as long as they're also in a chaos state. Now, you can't just fast travel though back to your hideout. You actually have to take it and walk it or motorcycle it to your base. So you are going to be put in a certain amount of danger. But guess what? When you get back into your hideout with this stone, you're going to collect all the riches from it. Another really cool aspect in the PvE servers is something called warbands. You can make a warband or join a warband, and what happens is you take over certain resource locations on the map, and when you have them or you want to challenge another warband for them, you go up to these locations, it'll give you a date and a time, and then you will know when this like all-out war will happen with this other warband. The defending warband will have time to set up turrets and stuff like that, but they have to defend you guys at this date and time, which I think sounds badass. This sounds really cool. Now, PvP servers is exactly how it sounds. It's just pure chaos. Once you get to level 10, you'll always be in a chaos state. Also, while you're online, not only are you susceptible to attack, but also your base. I don't know how to say that word, susceptible, I don't know. You get what I'm saying. Who knows what will happen if your base is getting attacked and you quickly log out, because if you're not logged in, your base is safe. But what happens if you're getting attacked and you're at your base and then you just quickly log out, right? I'm sure these are things that they have already thought about, but I'm hoping they figure out a way so you can't really cheese it. We are only going to touch a little bit on the weapons of the game, and there are a ton of them. Like you can get enhancements for the weapons, you can modify the weapons, you can calibrate the weapons, and it's just is crazy the amount of things you can do. But because it's a survival game, ammo is not as plentiful as you wish. So your best friend in this game is going to be this right here, the crossbow. The crossbow is amazing because you're going to throw bolts at a lot of enemies and shoot them, and then you can pick those bolts back up. So just know that you are going to have a lot of cool guns. You're going to use them a lot, but you're also going to be still going back to the tried and true crossbow. The next closed beta is like days away. It's on April 3rd. I'm really excited about it. And not only are they doing closed beta 3, but they're also going to be doing the first closed beta for a mobile version of this game. And if you want to take part in this, all you have to do is make sure you go to the website, sign up, and hope your luck's there. Unfortunately, there's no way of getting like, you know, the ultimate edition and be given a key, nothing like that. So all you have to do, I'll put in the description down below the website you go to, sign up, and just hope you get lucky. Also, if you were in closed beta 2 or the first closed beta, you're automatically going to be put into the closed beta 3. So I'm really excited. The day this goes live, or the hour this goes live, April 3rd, I will be there streaming on twitch.tv/Geekseh. Come by, hang out. And I just want to say thank you guys so much for watching this video. If you did enjoy it, remember, you know, subscribe to the channel. It's free for you guys. It does mean the world to me. And until next time, I'll talk to everyone later.